Have you ever looked at a child's drawing, full of scribbles and lines, and wondered how that transforms into a heartfelt letter, a research paper, or a captivating story? It seems like magic, but it's actually a fascinating journey, a journey of development, cognition, and skillful teaching. Today, we're unlocking the roadmap to that journey. By the end of this, you won't just understand the stages of writing. You'll have a powerful toolkit to guide any young learner and master your CSET exam. This video is proudly presented by teacherpreps.com. It all starts with the basics. We're talking about Domain 2, the foundation of communication. Before a single word is spelled correctly, two incredible processes are at play. First, the physical process. Think about a toddler holding a crayon. That's hand-eye coordination in its earliest form. They're developing fine motor skills, learning to control their movements from wild scribbles to intentional shapes. That's the first step, taming the pencil. At the same time, a light bulb goes on in their mind. This is the cognitive process. They begin to grasp that these symbols, these letters and numbers, aren't just random marks. They hold secret meanings. They realize a word is a single unit, and that stories have a structure, a beginning, a middle, and an end. They're cracking the code of written language. Now, once they've cracked the code, they start experimenting. This brings us to the stages in word writing. It's a beautiful, messy, and absolutely critical progression. It starts with random letter strings, just letters, with no connection to sounds. Then, the logographic stage. They see the M, and they know it means McDonald's. They're recognizing words as pictures. Next comes the phonetic stage, and this is where the magic really accelerates. They start connecting sounds to letters. C and T for cat. It's not right, but it's a huge leap. Finally, they reach the conventional stage, where spelling and word structure click into place. And as they're learning to write words, their ability to spell and build sentences is evolving right alongside it. Their spelling goes from pre-phonemic, random letters, to early and late phonetic, sounding it out, until they achieve standard spelling. Their sentences grow from single words, to phrases like big truck, to emergent sentences, and finally to complex sentences with proper punctuation and flow. Speaking of punctuation, that has its own journey too, from barely recognizing a period to mastering tricky things like semicolons and colons. So why is this so important? Why do we focus so intensely on spelling and grammar, especially in grades 4 to 6? Because spelling is not just about getting words right. It's the foundation for communication. It builds cognitive skills like memory and pattern recognition. It boosts reading and writing fluency, which in turn builds academic confidence. A student who isn't struggling to remember if I comes before E is a student who is free to focus on their ideas. You are preparing them for a future of more complex, powerful expression. Okay, we know the stages, we know the why. Now for the big question. How do we as educators become amazing guides on this journey? This is your teaching toolkit. Let's make it practical. First, the big picture. Effective instruction. Don't just tell, show. Model good writing. Use thought-provoking writing prompts. Teach writing as a process, pre-writing, drafting, revising. And please, integrate reading and writing. The more they read, the better they'll write. Now let's zoom in on spelling. Here are 8 game-changing strategies. Context is king. Don't just give them a list. Show them there, and there in real sentences. Meaning makes it stick. Teach contractions explicitly. Break them down. Don't is just do plus not. Show them where the apostrophe goes and why. Use mnemonics. These are brain hacks. The principle is your pal. Simple, effective, and they work. Foster repetitive practice. Yes, repetition. But make it fun. Use spelling lists, quizzes, and games. Start simple and build complexity. Encourage sentence creation. Have students write their own sentences with confusing words. This deepens their understanding of usage. Use interactive tools. Crossword puzzles, word searches, spelling apps. If it's engaging, it's working. Provide feedback and corrections. Don't just mark it wrong. Underline the mistake and guide them to correct it. This builds ownership. And finally, a fascinating one. Explore word origins. Understanding that there relates to place can be the aha moment that makes it all click. But through all of this, all these stages, strategies, and steps, there is one golden rule to remember: individual progression rates. Every student's journey is unique. Their background, their exposure to literature, their own cognitive growth, it all plays a part. Your most powerful skill is to pinpoint where a student is on this map and give them the tailored support and challenge they need to take the next step. If you want to know more to ace your test and practice using some free practice tests, you can visit us at teacherpreps.com.